It is 7 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If the clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee R.
Here.
Kennedy,
Here.
Micah,
Here.
Ash, Moon, Carr,
Here.
President Nettmeyer.
At this time, I will entertain a motion to allow me to serve as President Pro Tem this evening in the absence of Mayor Nettermeyer. I'll make that motion. A second. Call the roll.
Trustee R.
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Ash,
Aye.
Moon, Carr.
Aye. Everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Move along to the disposition of the previous minutes. Does anyone have any comments in regards to those or questions? And I'll entertain a motion to pass. I'll second. Please call the roll.
Trustee R.
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Ash,
Aye.
Moon, Carr.
Aye. Move along to the village administrators report.
Thank you. A couple quick things to report. First is I want everybody up here to make sure you know that next week, Tuesday, which is the 17th, we're going to be hosting a food pantry here in Willow Springs. So we've been working on it for a little while. We've partnered with the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So it's free of charge to the village of Willow Springs. So it'll be brought to the residents from the Greater Chicago Food Depository, the village of Willow Springs, the Township of Lyons, as well as the Willow Springs Lions Club. So between those four entities, we're going to do this. We have 3 scheduled from now to the end of the year. It's Tuesday, September 17th, then October 15th, then December 17th. And then we will figure out the 2025 calendar once we get through December and make sure that we work all the bugs out and that it's successful. They plan to provide us with enough food for 100 families to start. And then as the pantry grows in popularity, if more is needed, they will provide more and the cost will continue to be free. It's one of the services they provide. And what they look for from us is a host location. So we'll be doing this at our community center and we'll kind of work with it as it grows. So that's exciting. That's coming up. And another update for everybody. We met with the Lyons Township High School Board. They had a request to meet with us. So President Nettermeyer, myself, and Trustee Carr sat down with them a few weeks ago to discuss the potential sale of their land here in Willow Springs. Again, they're kind of resurrecting that idea that they've been going back and forth on. Where they're at right now is they just wanted to know where the village stood. So during that meeting, we again provided them a copy of the existing zoning and told them that the feedback we've received from our residents is that we want to see something developed that fits within the spirit and the parameters of this existing zoning. They seemed receptive to that. The takeaway was that they were going to reach out to the additional interested parties on the land, which would include Pleasantdale Elementary School, Pleasantdale Park District, and we encourage them to also reach out to Tri-State Fire Protection District so that they can get their buy-in and opinion on it. They might have concern with this development there. So I believe that is their next steps and intention. And so we'll just continue to monitor it and we'll let you guys know if anything progresses there or if they actually go move forward with a formal sale process again. And that is all I have. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Village clerk's report.
I have no report this evening.
Move on to reports of officials. Village engineer.
Yes, the 2024 project will be on next day. Current work has been completed. All the resurfacing of the streets is completed. We're down to miscellaneous action throughout the village that's anticipated to be completed by tomorrow. All pavement markings have been completed. Next week,
Everyone I've talked to about it, just have positive things to say. I'm very pleased. Village attorney.
And there is no legal report this evening.
Village treasurer.
No legal, no treasury report this evening.
Move to reports of standing committees, firstly, finance, trustee Ara.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 781, warrant 24-0-14, dated September 12, 2024. Payroll and fund expenses totaling $428,684.34.
I'll second. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Cash,
Aye.
Moon, Carl.
Aye.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Public Safety Committee, trustee Kennedy.
I have nothing. Do you have anything, chief?
Oh, just one thing that came up this morning. You're going to see a new police car. So kind of say that. Very pleased to have it. Just that it still smells new. You can read it, so. Very pleased to have another charter division fleet. And that's not.
Very good.
I saw it today, we can leave it. Yeah, it's being outfitted as it's being wrapped, no, it's out, it's being out.
Anything else, trustee Kennedy? That's my report. Thank you. Municipal Buildings and Grounds Committee, trustee Micah.
Thank you. There is a report. This year, the emphasis placed on improving and restoring the community buildings and parks. Some of the completed projects are as follows. The interior of Village Hall has been painted and remodeled, and new carpeting was installed. The rear steel door was also replaced. The community center has been painted. The window to the senior room was replaced. The tile flooring, the entrance in the kitchen is being replaced next week. 2 steel entrance doors were replaced. The lighting is being replaced, and the roof is being replaced prior to this fall. The parks received a new basketball backboards, a new surface coating on basketball and pickleball and tennis courts. New tennis and pickleball nets and posts were installed. Portable games were permanently installed at both parks. Drinking fountains were installed at both parks, and there were multiple areas of turf restoration in Lions Park. The parking lots at the Village Hall Police Department and Metro parking area were seal coated and striped. The asphalt patchwork was completed. Finally, Freddie and Friends tomorrow night at Lions Park. Everybody come with their dancing shoes on. It's going to be a great time. It starts at 7 o'clock. That ends with my report.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question? Make sure we are our clock, can we get our clock back in the room here?
You want me to dim it? Want me to get up there?
Let's see. What is
Music in the park.
what kind of music?
It's Motown, 70s, 80s. Great time. Any other questions, sir?
Trustee Moon. It's your turn.
Okay, like, thank you, Mr. President. Like, I have no report, we have nothing to do with this. Well, that is nothing report.
Public Works, trustee Tosh.
I just got a few items to speak about tonight. I travel Larger Avenue quite a bit. And I don't believe 2 part-time gals we have public works that do all our flowers and plants in town and maintain and water. If you haven't gone that way, Veterans Corner with you. They've done nice work. They've taken care of the Legacy Park, try to keep that up. So if you see the 2 ladies, just honk your 12,000 Betty doesn't like people on. So just wave to them, let them know we're doing a nice job. Around Public Works, luckily we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so grass mowing is slowed down and gave chance to do a lot of our dead trees and parkways. between properties and stuff we've been waiting to do, so we're getting caught up there. It's almost the end of the second quarter. Keith and I went over the budget today, and good news is we're running probably better than we should. So just, not, we don't have anything big go wrong, we should be in good shape at the end of the year. And that's all I have on public works. I have a beautification report. The commission would like to thank everyone who came out for the fall event last night at Legacy Garden Park. Great night, and everyone who attended had a chance to learn more about fall planting and have some wonderful trees. Gardeners have to have their garden boxes cleaned out by October 31st, and refunds will be mailed out in November. The commission was also, they're also working on having the tree fence again for Wicked Willow. Coming up in a month. And for any further information about beautification, see the Village Hall website, Facebook page, and the Fall Village newsletter. And that's our report.
We, the girls that do the painting and everything, the flowers, they also went over to Healing Waters and had their repainted and everything, and moved some shrubs. Looks very nice. Did a great job. For the north side.
We'll go on to the Building and Zoning Committee. That would be myself. For the month of August, we will 23 permits. Total construction cost of $354,556, resulting in permit fees of $9,962. And for the 8 months, we have written 206 permits. A construction value of $5,185,090.22, resulting in permit fees of $134,686. Includes my report. We move along into, we have 2 action items. The first one being an action to approve an agreement with Block Safety Group Incorporated for law enforcement camera hardware and software services in the initial amount of $21,900 with an annual recurring expense of $18,000.
Maybe work about that. Those are interesting, I like these, okay. That box system is a camera, and if you didn't call last month. Over at Walmart at the gas station, the lady was attacked by 3 fellas. They stabbed her a few times. Luckily, they had the box system in the area over there, and they caught the guys that was before they got the car on them. Probably within like 10 minutes. Through the box system, so I really, I'm really in favor of that, and I'm glad I made a motion for this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to put the box in there. And I believe there's 6 cameras, am I correct, Chief?
Yes.
6 cameras. So we have, we can do strategic placement that people, we can put them, and we can. Anybody who comes into our town with any direction. That will have a heads up on the moment. Make that motion.
Yes, sir. We have a second. I'll second. Any further discussion on this?
I just, the education I got talking to Chief about this, I was really looking forward to proving this, because also I want to reinforce what Trustee Moon was saying, is that, the fact of the matter is we actually get access to other towns that have this, which expands everything that we are currently putting in place. So I think it's great, and Burr Ridge is one of the towns. So that's pretty adjacent to the north side of Willow Springs. And I don't know about anybody else around in the vicinity, but I think as time goes on, it's just going to keep enhancing our capability in our police departments. I truly do support it.
You want to go on, you want to
Well, let me just, I can give you a thumbnail on it very quickly. The original proposal came in for 4 cameras. And when we looked at the geography and where other cameras were around us, we decided to add 2 more to it, so that every access point to the village is covered. You cannot drive into the village after this goes out, and we're not gonna know about it. It's good for a number of reasons. It's good for, first of all, immediate notification on stolen vehicles. Like comes up stolen, it's gonna come over the radio very quickly, and a new police car will catch it. So that's one thing. The other thing is, they're good for investigations. After a crime occurs, people leaving the village at the same time, depending on which way they go. So, it's all good. It's a great investment, and it's just fascinating to me that, other places, a lot bigger than Willow Springs, are cutting back on technology, which is just insane. So I really advocate for this, and I appreciate it.
Well, I think it helps pretty good because of the situation we have with, being close to the expressway, forest the river on one end. You know, I think it's gonna help quite a bit because that's the main escape routes and for every accident. Yeah, I believe it's gonna be a good thing.
So it's gonna run us about 18,000 a year,
After it's done.
Yeah, the initial is 21,900, I think.
Yeah.
And after that, it's $3,000 a year. And with access to everybody else's networks, for instance, Burr Ridge actually has, Willow Springs towards Orchard covered. So that's one that we don't have to put up, which is obviously a large volume of cars going through there. So,
Do they have one at Willow and June to?
no, but I mean, we don't want to advertise so much. But I would, if I was in charge, I would probably put one in that vicinity. Trustee can tell you that every entrance into the village.
I think might be that the next one, the public works, police, and other departments, and ask them to really watch the budget. Their statements.
Any further discussion?
Just, we're voting on a 2-year contract. So we're approving a 2-year contract.
That's correct.
Right.
Any further discussion? Could the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Cash,
I,
Moon,
Yes.
Carr.
Aye. Very good. We'll move along to the second action on that. It's an action to approve a contract with Care Roofing to install a new flat roofing system at the Willow Springs Community Center in the amount of $44,031. For a motion to approve that.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Any further discussion in regards to this?
How many? Did we send this out for bid?
So there was no formal bid process that took place because of the lower amount of the work. This is the 2 flat roofs. The scope of work is the complete removal of the 2 flat roof areas, redirecting the drainage to one location, one-piece membrane roofing to be put on. So we had a couple of companies come out. Unfortunately, due to the size of the job, we only had one company that was willing to give us the proposal. We did review it based on quantities and the cost that they provided. It is in line with what we feel we would have received had we done a more formal bid process through the engineer, but then we would have paid engineering fees and things for what is realistically a small roofing project. So this is what we received.
Were 3 bids asked for, or did you?
3 bids were asked for, 1 was received.
One was received.
1 was received, yes, which is what's in your factual report.
well, this did start 6 months.
Yeah, we've been working at it.
Started. We even had the people that did the court period. Never got back. A lot of the places we waited 6 weeks.
Right.
For, you know, a bid and we couldn't get anybody. And meanwhile, the Historical Society ceilings to be right again.
Then the funding for this is all under the ARPA money, which we approved through a resolution earlier this year, so it's all on the.
That's correct as well.
Any other questions? Will the clerk call the roll, please?
Trustee R.
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Micah.
Aye.
Tosh.
Aye.
Moon. Car.
Aye. That concludes the action items. We'll move along to old business. See any new business? We'll move along into public comment. Do we have anyone signed up? to speak
Yes, we
today?
do. Carol Valdez.
Carol.
Is that my,
It's on. It's on.
It's on, just have to talk into it.
I would say that, because I know.
What was your question?
How did that answer the question? Because if I go down the, that lead price. You know, it's not regulation as. Those two lanes come in, now, people like. That was the case, or how did that actually happen?
Okay, you know what? I hadn't done that. I will do that, and I will go back. I'll let you know the actual books. I don't know about it.
Because I'm saying, come home, like, waiting. There's no police there.
Been issuing some big sums of certificates. Gotta do well on the side.
This morning, I'm going into justice. Like, the spot is that. They did like. It's not big dance. But try had none with him, so that he would have been able to afford that, it would have been ahead. Doing that. And, so I'm thinking maybe like around that time. These are sitting by at the school. I think maybe, so I don't know if some days it's there, some days it's not, I'm not sure. The school.
Are there questions in there?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yep.
We've issued only 500 summonses. That's not fixing. People are still making U-turns and we're taking the enforcement. It's a problem with that needs to be resolved. They have to finish that project. We've gone back and forth with them and.
Yeah, I've had-
They tell us we're on the road.
Right, I've had multiple conversations with IDOT's engineers, based on, the whole traffic in the U-turn issue is caused by their rerouting of, the entrance down there. And, my concern is just the signage, right? I feel that people are missing it because there's not, or potentially not enough signage put up by IDOT. They disagree. The road is kind of wide there, so the signage they have is all the way, at the shoulder of the road. However, it's 3 and 4 lanes wide, so people don't necessarily notice it until it's too late, which causes them to come into Willow Springs and make that as an illegal U-turn. Deep reference, we're writing summons after summons on that. But IDOT has not come up with a solution. It is their roadway. We are not allowed to change it. I requested pavement markings. I requested additional signage. I requested, any other ideas they may have. The only thing that they've told me that they've done for us is adjusted the timing on the traffic lights located through Justice to the east of us, in hopes that what we would see with that is maybe less traffic backup, so that people would be in less of a hurry as they're coming westbound and they would pay more attention. You can argue that that's not effective. I'm not trying to defend them. I'm just telling you that's what they did for us.
Is there any,
So we
do they
need,
have any date set for when that project will be done?
it's going to be a while. I don't know. So the project itself is 2 years. I don't know if that closure is a full 2 years. It's going to be a while.
3:15. When does the school get out?
Take it out, I think around. More like.
I came down there to the out there time and he stars. He was over another one. This is.
But I'm open, so. When I see a long line of traffic coming down there. I think that. They were doing on the road, doing stuff. And I think when to do that, talked about. I talked about the road coming in again. So. The roof will help that, absolutely, but I'm just wondering, is there gonna be fixing on the floor and like, you know. Floor, that section, maybe, is there?
Well, we've done a lot of work over there as far as replacing the couple of doors. We redid the ceilings. 10 times ceiling over.
Then.
Okay, yeah, we fixed the entryway. Took the old elevator out. The old. Yeah, I think we've done, we repainted them. But some hallways.
Stay to the section. And the door, like right when one has the doorway, there's a door that goes this way and the floor was so small up there. I don't know if that was something that was addressed before, maybe it was. I haven't been there in that section.
We can look at that, I'll keep.
I know as much as we have, and we will, you know. If it hasn't, I think it hasn't.
Very good.
With all of your reports. To look at more on the police side as to what is going on in town. Not necessarily what would be happening. Because if you're paper about this time, this time, that, and there's never anything in the law. Under this, and then the changes.
The police are doing such a great job.
Well, I mean, are there others? You know, are there kids getting arrested or like motorcycles? I mean, I hear about stuff, but then I don't have to ever talk. I think people, especially if they come to the meeting, they would like to meet people. Anyway.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the village board this evening? All right, we'll move along. Executive session, there is no need for one this evening. Village president's report, there is none for this evening, so I'll look for a motion to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone here?
Second.
Huh?
Second.
I put moon.
Thank you.
I put my for the first.
You need to go kill the leaks. That's fine. Yeah, I'm here for one.
Right. Are they just providing?